How close is the Gambia to achieving universal access to electricity?
Recent assessments indicate that by end 2025, 90% of Gambians will have access to electricity.
Delivering his 2025 State of the Nation address, President Adama Barrow highlighted that government subsidies enabled 72,000 households to receive discounted electricity connections by the end of 2024.
To provide additional support towards universal electricity access, my administration introduced a subsidy program and reduced the cost of electricity meter from $8,500 to $500 within the project covered areas. This facilitated 72,000 new household connections by December 2024.
Our video report goes beyond the headlines to examine where the Gambia truly stands in its ambition to achieve universal access to electricity.
Our target is very clear. It is to light up every single home by the 2030 global agenda. With the Gambia, we have a target. We want to make sure by the end of this year, at least if we don't have 100% access, we will have at least close to 90% energy access.
At the 2025 African Economic Advisors Forum, Deputy Chief of Staff and Economic Advisor to the President, Mr. Aliu Loom, presented an overview of the Gambia's energy progress and policy approach to tackling the broader continental energy crisis.
We are sure that we will be among the first African countries to have universal access of electricity in the near future.
But this is not the first time we've heard bold promises. Our research shows that NAWEC's original roadmap aimed to achieve 100% household electrification by the end of 2025. That timeline has since been adjusted under the government's new 2023 to 2027 National Development Plan titled Yiriwa. The revised goal is to reach full electrification by the end of 2027, granting the government an additional 2 years. Our reporter sat down with Mr. Loom for a short interview to ask whether this new target is within reach.
The Gambia government, as we speak, is on a journey that is to electrify the Gambia by 2025. That is the agenda, that's the priority of government. Although government has also signed on the global agenda by the year 2030 to electrify the whole country. But we are working ahead of the global agenda. As we speak, we are currently at 74% in terms of electrification. By the end of this year, we are expecting at least to reach between 84 to 90%. An additional maybe 10% will be electrified maybe in the subsequent months to come.
But you made mention of the recovery focus plan and the target which it has to achieve, is it 100% by 2027, try to get it ahead of time, right? You said that we are at 74%, and of course, but when you look at it, the baseline is showing that at 2020 we were at 62. So then we increased to 74%, from 62% to 74 in 4 years, right? So how confident are you that we are going to be able to reach 100% electricity access by 2027, which is another 2 years? How confident are you, sir?
No, I'm confident because one of my day-to-day activity is to monitor the implementation of the flagship projects of His Excellency the President. And that includes energy. As we speak, we are currently electrifying more than 800 communities. Imagine now if you add 800 communities to what you have already. We are telling you we are at 74%.
74%.
If you add 800 communities, you are left all over the country. We are left with only 600 communities that are not electrified, that we are not on our plan. As we speak, we have saving on one of our projects, which is electrifying an additional 200. So which means now the number of communities left that are unelectrified are 400. Now
400.
the M300 that you had the Minister of Finance and the Vice President mention are the 400 communities that we are planning to include onto the Mission 300 Energy Compact project, which is going to be signed by end of September during the United Nations General Assembly.
Our calculations show that from 2020 to the end of 2024, the government electrified an additional 11.9% of households. For the Gambia to become one of the first African nations with universal electricity access, it would need to electrify another 26% of households within just 2 years. And as new homes are being built every day, the government is well aware that it must continuously scale up its energy infrastructure to ensure no household is left behind. Our team reached out to NAWEC for an official update, but as of publication, we had not received a response. Once received, we will publish their full comments. In the meantime, you can watch our extended interview with Mr. Loom and highlights from the African Chief Economist Forum. Yusuf Taylor reporting for Askanwi Media.